Austin Travis County Emergency Operations Center is already open to manage the potential for severe weather.
Officials say they have all of their local agencies on standby and ready to respond to any flooding. The Austin Fire Department has 5 special operations stations with 36 firefighters on duty 24/7. EMS also has the capacity to deploy up to 5 boat teams for rescue operations and an ambulance bus for mass evacuations. Austin police will be staffed at 100% and will monitor all known low water crossings. This is all coming after 3 people were killed during the historic flooding on Friday. Jorge Aguilar Torres, Eddie Hernandez, and Inez Garcia were all swept away in floodwaters from Dry Creek. That's in southeast Travis County. People in those neighborhoods are now bracing for another round of potential flooding.
KXAN's Sophia Beausoleil spoke to some homeowners who are racing to get out what they can before the rain starts rolling in.
We're in the Thoroughbred Farms neighborhood, and the damage that you see here, it leaves you speechless. This is actually the home of Inez Garza. She was one of the victims who died from last week's flood. And people who live here in the neighborhood tell me they would have never expected this because they don't live in the floodplain.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Sylvia Mojica says her husband and son were trapped inside their home on Citation Avenue as water rushed in.
When I really started to get worried is when I kept calling them back and I didn't hear nothing.
They were able to get out once the water receded, but the floodwater swept her neighbor, Inez Garza, away.
It hurts because, you know, we've been friends, so they moved in after we did.
With the threat of a possible repeat of last week's weather, Austin and Travis County emergency workers are on standby.
And so this can go around the victim.
Starflight made 13 rescues last Friday. In anticipation of Thursday's weather, they have 2 crews spending the night at the hangar just in case.
We're just prepared either way. Our hope is that this moves quickly and, you know, we get some much needed water, but without the flooding.
Austin Fire says it has 250 firefighters on duty, but asking people to pay attention to warnings.
We know that during the height of an emergency, depending on what roads are blocked by water, it will make our response time more difficult.
Something Sylvia's family experienced. As dumpsters fill up with their memories, they now think about the next round of rain. Reporting from southeast Travis County, Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
Travis County says it did send out emergency calls to neighbors in that area. The county says it's still working to see what time those calls went out. Local agencies are getting ready to put their aircraft in the skies. As we mentioned, Starflight will have 3 helicopters equipped with hoists, and all of its staff will be on 24-hour shifts to perform water rescues and other emergencies. The Texas Department of Public Safety will also deploy its aircraft, but we checked with the Austin Police Department, and their rescue chopper, known as Air 1, is still undergoing maintenance. It'll be out of commission until December the 1st, but APD's observation helicopter is ready to go.
Right now, city crews have a shelter set up at the Ditmar Recreation Center in South Austin.
They've also opened up 5 recreation centers across Austin. If you or someone you know feels unsafe during the storms, you can go to one of these 5 locations.